Good night, everyone, and welcome to the Grenada, CARRIACOU, and PETIT Nurses' 5th annual dinner dance.
The land of art, we pledge ourselves to thee. Heads, hearts, and hands in unity to reach our destiny. Ever conscious of God, being proud of our heritage, may we in faith and courage aspire, build, advance as one people, one family. God bless our nation.
Thank you. Will you please remain standing for the invocation by the chaplain, Mrs. Josephine Frazier.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night. Shall we pray? Can you just hold hands with the person next to you? We humbly pray for God's blessing at this hour in bringing us all together here tonight. We thank God for His loving care, guidance, and achievement for the Grenada, CARRIACOU, and Martinique Nurses Association, and for you, our worthy supporters, without whose support this evening would not be so successful and vibrant. We encourage God in His presence tonight to demonstrate our togetherness. This gathering is not just a friendship, but interracial, together for each other, work with each other for the common good of all. So we graciously pray for God's continued love, guidance, and for His protection here tonight. And we hope that His grace will be in us to guide us for the remainder of our lives, and grant that He will bestow His blessing on each and every one of us here tonight in peace and enjoyment. God's willing. Amen.
Amen. I will now take this opportunity to introduce our distinguished guest. Before I do so, I would like to state that the Grenada Ambassador to the United Nations, Mr. Eugene Pursuit, is unable to be here with us tonight, but his wife is here to bring his message. To my right is Dr. Monroe. To his right is Mistress Klein. To her right is the President, Mrs. Wilma Friday of the Grenada Nurses Association. To her right is Mrs. Pursuit, the wife of Mr. Eugene Pursuit. And to her right is her charming daughter, Sandra. To my left is Mrs. Caroline Saunders from the Borough Council President's Office. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished guests. At this time, the President of the Grenada, CARRIACOU, and Martinique Nurses Association will bring you greetings. Mrs. Friday.
Thank you, Mrs. Berger. Mrs. Klein, members of the dais, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. As President of the Grenada, CARRIACOU, and Martinique Nurses Association of America, I welcome you to our 5th annual Black and White Dinner Dance. We appreciate your coming and look forward to your continued support. which is necessary in order for us to accomplish our goal of helping to improve the health care and delivery system in our homeland, Grenada. Tonight I wish to congratulate our honoree, Mrs. Monica Agnes Klein, and our awardees, Mrs. Bernice Mark and Mrs. Florence Hayes. I must say special thanks to the fundraising chairperson, Mrs. Elma Gilliam, and her committee who have worked so very hard to make this such a wonderful evening. And my heartfelt thanks to you, ladies and gentlemen, and the members and officers of this association for their help in the past year making my job easier as president of the association. God bless you with his love and peace. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Ryder. At this time, Mrs. Basu will bring greetings.
As you already know, my husband can't be here tonight. He says, however, "Dear Mrs. Spear, it is with deep regret I must inform you that I will not be able to attend the nurses' 5th annual Black and White dance this year. My wife and I look forward to this dance with special glee and anticipation. I was informed only yesterday that I am to represent Grenada at a very important intergovernmental committee prep conference in Geneva. Since I firmly believe that among other things, this meeting will negotiate the establishment of new codes of conduct governing relations between all countries of the world, and that it is part of a most significant worldwide movement about to happen, I feel obliged to go to Geneva at this time. Though I'm absent, I will be at the dance in spirit, and so I offer to you, the officers and members of the Nurses Association, my friends and all present at this gala event, my warmest thoughts and best wishes for a joyous Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Sincerely, Eugene M. Pursuit, Ambassador to the UN." Thank you.
I will now take this opportunity to introduce some of our sister organizations and others who have supported us throughout the many years. As I call your name, will you please stand and remain standing, because I was instructed to let you know that this affair is being videotaped and you should remain standing for fairly reasonable amount of time so the camera can capture you. To my dear friends from Trinidad and Tobago, will you please stand? The Belize Nurses Association, is anyone here? Jamaica Nurses Association, Antigua Nurses Association, Panama Nurses Association, Barbados Nurses Association, the Caribbean Nurses Association, St. Vincent Nurses Association. I think that's it for sister organizations. Also celebrating with us is a representative from the St. Joseph Convent. Where is that representative? Ms. Wesley? Give her a hand. From the Trinidad and Tobago Ex-Policemen Association. From the Grenada American Ex-Students. A special guest, a Grenadian-born who is now the acting New York State Commissioner of Health, Ms. Lorna McBarnett, Dr. Lorna McBarnett. And her escort tonight is Mr. Price. A very, very special recognition to B&G Nurses Registry. Anyone here? Did I miss anyone? Oh, the Guyana. I'm sorry. Guyanese Nurses Association. I am very, very sorry, sisters. Very sorry, sisters. Okay, thank you all very much for coming. Okay, moving right along, we are approaching a very critical point of the program, which is the presentation of awards. And we in the Grenada CARRIACOU PETIT Nurses Association strongly believes that charity begins at home. And so tonight we are honoring two of our colleagues who have made significant contributions in the life of the organization. The first recipient is Ms. Bernice Mark, and the person who will be presenting the award is Ms. L'Oreal Jordan. Please come forward.
I feel very proud tonight to present to Ms. Bernice Mark this award. Ms. Bernice Mark is at present an administrator at Interfaith Medical Center, Brooklyn Jewish Division, with responsibility for the efficient functioning of the operating and recovery rooms, ambulatory surgery and endoscopy. She came in Brooklyn in 1963 and has since been active in community affairs. Bernice was a member of the United Grenadians of New York, and since its conception, a founding and executive member of the Grenada, CARRIACOU, and Martinique Nurses Association. Ms. Bernice Mark is also, she's a mother of 2 children, she's a wife and a nurse, and also a very prayerful champion in her parish. I know Ms. Mark, and I feel proud to present this award to you. The award reads, presented to Bernice Mark, Bernice Rita Mark, in recognition of devoted and valuable service to the Grenada CARRIACOU Martinique Nurses Association of America, from Wilmer Friday, President, December the 13th, 1991. Here, Ms. Mark.
Mistress of Ceremonies, Madam President, colleagues, members of the dais, ladies and gentlemen, I have received other awards, but this one is special. It has come from my peers, the Grenada Nurses Association, my sister nurses. I am happy, I am proud, I am honored. I accept this award with humility. I love the Grenada Nurses Association. I saw its birth. The members are very supportive, very hardworking, and very, very warm towards each other. I am thankful. I will continue to work for the association as long as God permits me with good health and strength. Again, I say thank you. May God bless all of us. Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous 1992. Thank you.
I also have a surprise for Ms. Bernice Mark. She doesn't know about it. I am very active in the PTA day at the high school, and I was selling raffle tickets. Last Saturday, Miss Bernice Mark won the first prize from the East Flatbush Friends of Education raffle. Miss Bernice Mark, this is your first prize.
The next recipient is Mrs. Florence Hayes for a very dynamic fundraiser. Mrs. Hayes, and to present the award is Miss Sylvia O'Cillian. Pardon me, Sylvia.
I feel honored here tonight to be presenting this plaque to Miss Florence Hayes. The plaque reads, presented to Florence Hayes in recognition of devoted and invaluable service to the Grenada, CARRIACOU, Martinique Nurses Association of America. Wilmer Friday, President, December the 13th, 1991.
On behalf of my colleagues, I wish to say very many thanks. As a nurse, I am going to work just as hard to put everything in perspective so that we can build a better Grenada with the Grenada Nurses Association. Thank you, and thank to all my supporters. Thank you once again.